Welcome everybody, James here, and in today's video we're going to be adding some mangrove trees to the marine macroalgae lagoon aquarium behind me. I'm really excited about this one. I've always wanted to try mangrove trees in an aquarium of some sorts, whether that be a brackish setup, a freshwater or marine. They're such great plants. Obviously they grow to be massive trees out in the wild. You can find them, as I said, in very brackish areas, kind of where the ocean meets the sort of the river. So that's why you tend to find them quite commonly in brackish areas. They're really great plants or trees to uptake any nutrients out of aquariums. That's why they're so popular these days, especially with reefers, because they have those benefits of uptaking, you know, your nitrates and phosphates and all that different kind of bad things that you want out of your aquarium, but in a more natural way. It's kind of like the pothos or devil's ivy that you get in the freshwater hobby. It's kind of like the similar equivalent, but the reason mangrove plants are quite popular, like I said, with reefers, is that they have a great tolerance to high levels of salt. So they're perfect if you want to put them into a reef tank where obviously salt levels are very high. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. I've got a couple of them. They're very small seed pods, and what I'm going to do is document my journey. So we'll add them today, and then I will do some regular sort of video updates as the months go on, just to sort of see how they're coming on and my experiences through them and everything. So yeah, let's get started. All right, everyone. So these are the mangrove pods. Like I said, they're little seed pods. So you tend to find these in shops or online retailers at this size, because the tree naturally produces seed pods, and new plants grow from these. So this is what it is. If you want my opinion on what it feels like, they're quite hard. They're not soft or squishy at all. Maybe the top is a tiny bit. But as you can see, the top half is where the actual branches will start to grow, and then eventually the leaves. And then the bottom half is where the roots start to grow. And as you can see, very small here, you've got the root right there. So I've got two of these. These ones are orange mangrove trees. I actually did go for the red ones to start with, but the company that I bought them from didn't have any red in stock at the moment. Apparently they are stuck at the border due to the pandemic and everything else going on in the UK. Yeah, I thought I'd give the orange ones a go. I kind of always wanted to try the orange ones anyway, because I've heard that they grow slightly smaller than the red ones. So yeah, just be interesting to see how we go. And yeah, I'm really excited. The plan is to, obviously these seed pods can't be completely submersed in the water, so I can't just drop them into the aquarium. So what I'm going to have to do is fashion a way of just having sort of more towards the bottom half of the pod here in the water, and then leaving the top half out of the water. So I thought maybe I'd try something like using a plant pot from some old freshwater plants I had, and maybe a sponge, so I can lay the seed pod in the sponge, put it in the pot, and then maybe try and stick it to the glass or something like this. Now I've seen 101 people using different clips and stuff like that to try. I'm sure there's an easy way of doing this, but I thought I'd give this a go, because yeah, it's what I had, and saves me buying stuff. So, and it's good to recycle stuff that you've got. Alright, so this is it. Actually came out better than I thought it was going to. So just to recap, so I've got my mangrove plants in here. This is just a filter sponge that came out of an old filter that I had from a really small nano tank, the ones that I have my shrimp in. This is just a pot that came from a aquarium plant, and this is just a sucker and a clip that comes from an old aquarium heater. So yeah, I'm hoping that this is just going to be enough to keep this sort of balanced in the tank. And yeah, and it gives me a good view of the roots as they start to grow through. And then what I'll do is once they get a good grip and start rooting really well, then I can then upgrade and sort of get the plants a bit more settled. But yeah, it looks really good. Not bad. Like I said, you don't need all the fancy equipment there. This seems like it's gonna work, so let's see if it actually does. So yeah. Alright everyone, so this is what I've got so far. It's sort of tilting a little bit more than I wanted it to, but yeah, it's not looking too bad. The roots are only just under the water level, so that's good. Obviously I'll keep an eye on it, and yeah, maybe I'll think about changing it, but for now that'll do just nicely. And yeah, I mean, it's holding pretty well. Yeah, I mean, fingers crossed as we go under the you can see it's not too far down there. Really hard to show you the roots, but they're not actually under that far, which is good. And then I'm hoping that they're going to grow down maybe behind that rock or something like that eventually, and yeah, get a nice good rooting system going throughout this aquarium, as well as the macroalgae and everything else. So I'm really hoping that it's going to really pop. So would you believe, just after I finished filming this segment, this thing all collapsed and fell into the aquarium water. So I've fashioned myself an extra clip, I don't know if you can see there, and there. So I found another clip from a heater, and yeah, it seems to be holding better now, but I'll just have to see how it goes really. But yeah, that'll do for now. But yeah, it was just ironic that I'd finished filming and yeah, it all went wrong, but I thought I'd let you know what I did. Alright, so that's all I've got today. We'll keep an eye on it, and like I said, I'll do a few update videos in the next sort of few weeks, months, whatever, as we sort of go along the journey, just so you can see what they look like. If you want to order them, I actually got these from a website called Mangroves and More, which I got recommended by a fellow hobbyist, so that was really good. And yeah, they were $5.99 I believe, UK pounds, and I got buy one get one free, so can't argue with that. And yeah, they came pretty quick, so yeah, I'm really chuffed. Let's see how it goes. If you like the video, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and let me know what you think in the comments below of the mangroves. If you want to support the channel, I've got links to my Patreon in the comments below, along with my merch store and my social media feeds. If you want to follow along and see what I'm up to on a daily basis, you can also DM me there if you want to have a chat, and yeah, talk fish. And until next time, you stay safe.